everyone and welcome back to my channel, Live Love Crochet. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this granny square, and then I'm going to be showing you how to join your granny squares together to make a blanket. So I have my yarn, just a bit of scrap yarn that I've already been using for the blanket. So these are the three colours I'm going to use, same as what I've used before. I'm going to be using a 4.5mm hook. So let's get started. First I'm going to take my cream yarn and we're going to make a magic circle. So if you don't know how to make a magic circle, we're going to let the tail hang a little bit, just so you've got a little bit to sew in when you're finished. We're going to wrap it around our fingers so it makes a cross, and then you're going to just put it over your two fingers like that. We're going to go under this first strand of yarn here, pick up the second strand and pull it through. And then we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. That is going to count as your first double crochet. So then we're going to go back into our ring. Both of the strands of yarn you need to double crochet over. We're going to make 12 double crochets, so including my chain 3, that's 2 double crochets, and 3, 4, and I will see you when I have 12. So I have my 12 double crochets. You're going to get your tail and you're going to pull on your tail, and then we're going to go into our second chain, so 1 and 2, and then we're going to make a slip stitch, but we're not going to complete that slip stitch, so we're going to pull through and just leave it like that. And then get your other colour. Mine is pink, my next colour. So then I'm just going to put it over my fingers, just like that, just a little loop, leaving a little bit of a tail to sew in afterwards. And I'm going to pull that through these 2 loops on my hook. Pull it through. I'm going to get my tail. I'm going to put it over the back where my tail is already. I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn. So now into this stitch here, we're going to yarn over, go into our stitch, grab our yarn, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, should have 2 loops left on your hook, yarn over, go back into that stitch, catch your yarn, pull through, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go back into that stitch for a final time, pull through, should have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1. Now we're going to go into our next stitch. I'm just going to pull my yarn a bit tighter. So then we're going to go into our next stitch, yarn over, we're going to do exactly the same. Pull through 2, yarn over, go through, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Chain 1 into your next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through all 4. So that is all we're going to do for the rest of into every single stitch, and I will meet you back at the last stitch. So I am at my last stitch. So again, just same as you've been doing, this is going to be our last stitch here. And then we're going to chain one, and we're going to slip stitch right into this chain here. So slip stitch into there, but don't finish because we're going to change colours again. So I have my lilac. Again, I'm just going to put it over my finger, and then I'm going to put it through the 2 chains. I'm going to pull my tail round to the front there. This time I'm not going to turn, I'm going to do a chain, and then we're going to go into this hole here, just into there. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to make a just the same as what we've been doing here. I think it's called a cluster stitch, and pull through. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to go back into that same place there and repeat. Chain 1, and then you're going to find your next space. So right here is mine, in between the petals. So we're going to go in, chain 1 into your next space, and chain 1, find your next space right here, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and make another one, pull through, chain 1. So the idea of this is we're going to have a corner, then we're going to have 2 singles, and then we're going to have another corner. So corner, 2 singles, corner, 2 singles, corner, all the way around. Then we're going to do a corner, don't forget to chain 3 on your corner, chain 1. So keep going, and I will meet you just as we're finishing up. Okay, so I'm just finishing up, and you should have 1 space left. So you've got your corner, and then you've got your corner there. I only have 1 single in between, so I need to put another one here. So I'm going to go straight into there, make my single, and then I'm going to chain one. I'm going to go into this stitch right here with a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain one, and that is my square complete. Just need some scissors. You can cut your yarn and pull. Now we need to cut this yarn, so we are going to have to do a knot in this because we don't have a knot, so I'm going to leave a little bit extra for that, and then my pink, a little bit extra as well, just because we've got to put a knot into it. So I'm just going to pull that pink through. There we go. So the middle of mine is a little bit loose, so I'm going to just pull it tight, and now I'm going to show you how to sew your tails in. So I have my needle. I'm going to put my yarn onto my needle. It never works on camera. There we go. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to just sew it into the middle and just push it through. Make sure you're not coming through the other side. You can just put your fingers on it just to make sure it's not poking through. So I'm going to go into it once, and then I'm going to go around. So I really don't want the middle to come undone. Just going to keep going around. And then I'm going to come back on myself just to give it that little bit more so come around, and that should be enough. Okay, so then you can chop that or snip it. Just going to snip it as close to it as I can. So next we have one that we don't have a knot in. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a strand of yarn, which I'm going to use this one because it's not going to be obvious, my knot. I'm going to go through that, but I'm not going to pull all the way. I'm going to leave a little loop here, and I'm going to go into that loop, and it will form a nice knot for you. And then I'm going to pull it tight. Now I'm going to sew my tail in. And then just pull those over the knot. Now you can't see your knot. Then just sew it the rest in. There we go. Now I'll show you one more. Show you this pink here. So again, I'm going to find a strand of yarn. I'm going to use this one right here, and we're going to go and make a knot again. So I've left a loop there. We're going to go into the loop, and pull our knot tight. There we go. And then hide your tail. Then I'm just going to go back myself there, and that should be enough. Cut your yarn, and I will do the rest off camera. So I've just sewn in my tails, and now we're going to start on the border. So I have my burgundy yarn. I'm going to put a slip knot onto this. And we're going to start right here just before the corner. So the space just before the corner here. We're going to put our yarn on our hook, and then we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to put 2 more double crochets into this space here. And then chain 1. Make your corner just like you would usually with double crochets. 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 more double crochets into the same space. So this is all we're going to do all the way around. So in between each space we're going to put 3 double crochets, then in the corner we're going to put 3 double crochets, 3 chains and 3 double crochets all into the same space, and I will meet you back here when we are complete. Okay, so I've come back around with my border. So now we're going to join. So the chain 3 you made at the start, we're going to find our second chain and slip stitch into there. Just like that. And then you're going to get another one of your squares. You're going to turn your work so your completed square is at the top, and then put your square there. We're now going to make a double crochet into this space here. So you're at your corner, you've got your first space, make a double crochet into your second space. So yarn over, go into that space there and make a double crochet. And then we're going to make 2 more double crochets into this space. So then we're going to slip stitch into this space here. So from this corner here you've got 1 space, 2 spaces. We're going to slip stitch into there. And then into your next space here we're going to make 3 double crochets. And then again slip stitch into your next space. So we've just slip stitched into that space there, slip stitch just before your corner, and then you come to your corner, make 3 double crochets, we are going to chain 1, and then if you get your completed square, you did 3 chains here, we're going to find our second chain and we're going to make a slip stitch into there. So mine is here, I'm going to slip stitch into there, and then you're going to chain 1, and you get on your work and put 3 double crochets back into that same space. Chain 1, find your next space, 3 double crochets into there, and just going around, we're not going to do any more joining obviously, so I'm going to meet you back here when we are in this space here just before your corner, and then we're going to keep joining, so I'll meet you back here. Okay, so we're ready to join, so 3 double crochets into your corner, we're going to chain 1, and you're going to find your second chain here, we're going to make a slip stitch into that chain, chain 1, go back into your corner and make 3 more double crochets, and you're going to slip stitch into this space here just after the corner. We're going to make 3 double crochets here into our last space here, so that, and then we need to slip stitch into our chain, into somewhere up here, preferably somewhere hidden, chain 1, and I'm going to cut my yarn now. And there is my squares together. So now I'm going to show you another how to join another one onto here, which is really simple. So we're going to get our yarn again, and we're going to put a slip knot onto our yarn. I think once you've got 2 together already, it's just easy after that. So this time I'm going to join into any of the stitches really at the top. I wouldn't join into the corners, that would be a bit difficult. So I'm going to join into this one here. and I'm going to chain 3 again, and 3 double crochets, so then we're going to slip stitch into the second space here, and then make your 3 double crochets into the next space, and then find your next space to slip stitch into, make your 3 double crochets into the next space, and then next we've got a corner, slip stitch into your space before the corner, and there we are at the corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 1, and now this time, because we've already used the second chain, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the space right here. So I hope you can see that, but we're going to slip stitch into this space here. So you have your sides here, and there's a little hole there. That's where we're going to slip stitch into. So I'm going to go in, slip stitch, chain 1, and make 3 double crochets back into that corner. So there we go. I'm going to keep going, you keep going too, and I'll meet you right here. So I'm ready to join this part of my square now. So I've already done my 3 double crochets into the corner. I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to find that second chain, and I'm going to make a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1 and put 3 double crochets back into the corner, I'm going to find my space just here, I'm going to slip stitch into it, and then I'm going to find my chain 3, which I made my first space I did. So 1, 2, second chain, slip stitch, and then you can chain 1 and cut your yarn. And I think that is all I can show you. So I hope you found this useful, I could show you how to sew in your tail quickly. Okay, so I have my needle. Thread your yarn onto your needle. Just going to pull that a little tighter. And all you're going to do is find some spaces to hide your tail. So I don't think my camera is picking this up as well as I would have liked. So I'm just going to find some strands of yarn to go through. Then I'm just going to come back. And then I'm going to cut my yarn. And that is it. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you didn't, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.